Yo, it's December 1st. We're celebrating. We're ready for Christmas. Whew. Let's jump back into Starbirds. Alright, where were we? I said we were going to do level 6, we were going to do level 7, and I'm probably going to take it offline from there because I've got to do this world. Got to probably do these maybe. We'll see, maybe. Maybe I'll try and do those, we'll see. And that'll be in the preview, obviously. The written preview. Written preview, can you believe it? We're still writing stuff. It's 2025. I like it. I like it. I feel people need to read more. People need to stop getting things summarized by ChatGPT sometimes. And they need to read reviews. Old school style. Not go onto Metacritic and check the average score. No, read a review from a reviewer that you trust, that has a similar opinion to yours on games, on what they like, what they don't like, right? Where the industry is, similar values. Find someone like that for you and read what they write, man. That they put effort into writing. It's important. That should be down below. Should be linked down below. Yeah, I guess we start new. Level 6, let's go. It's 11 PM. I'm tired, man. I was up late last night for some reason to get stuff done. And I shouldn't have been. And now, look at this butt here. This, like, Among Us butt. And these chairs are birds as well. This is disturbing. Is it just me? Or did it get a lot flapping colder? Oh, yeah. We saw this. Even the coffee machine robot's got a face. Everything's got a face. There are no liquid water deposits. Yeah, so we're gonna like melt, or we're gonna like unrefine oxygen back into water is what I said. I bet we do. We need to get some socks. We need to make some socks. That's great. We have 6 explosions to use. You know that's what's happening. Why don't we discover a couple of planets, expand a little bit? Just to kind of see what's around, right? We're looking good. Let's head over to... Let's get gas. Gas, oxygen, sulfur. Oh, this is a small potato bean planet, maybe. We gotta get some... Okay, what's this? We want some oxygen. So we actually do want oxygen. This is stuff factor mix, all kind of stuff that birds like. Alright, we're gonna find some new things here. A component lab. Alright, well anyway, we've got frozen oxygen, which is so weird. That's good for a crucible, but it's not good for us. I'm gonna try and sneak this around there. We're gonna try and pop. Bah! We've got oxygen. We're outputting oxygen. We're getting some eggs. What do you want, sir? We don't have any of that here. We'll get some iron next time. I'm sorry. Let's get some more eggs. We need to output some sulfur. We want... Oh my god. Logistics. We want a launch pad. We need sulfur. Oh, you know what? We've got gas right here. We've got frozen methane. Let's get some of that out. Get some of this frozen. You know it. We're getting 4 output straight into the rocket. And then let's do 4 of these sulfur right here. Logistics, launchpad, boom. We want one of you. We want one of you. We want one of you. And one of you. There we go. We're good. We're crushing it. We are crushing. We could output more stuff off this planet. We've got a lot of things. We could output double what we're outputting right now. But honestly, I feel like this planet's probably going to be very useful to output maybe something else in the future. So, yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that right now. We don't need it, right? So, what's the point? Let me get my glasses on. My eyes are... It's a little bright. My eyes are burning a little bit. I'm very stressed at the minute. I've got to get a lot of stuff done before I leave for Christmas to the UK for 3 weeks. And, you know, man, it's difficult. It's a difficult thing to do. I've got work stuff, I've got family stuff, friends to see. Personal stuff I want to get done. This preview I want to get done. It's all just stress at the minute. It's all just like stress. It's fun to play. It's stressful to have to worry about having deadlines and you know, on certain things that I'm not done with yet. So, are you done over there? There we go. We're going to enter into this. They're all just like odd spuds. Every planet's just a spud. Giant ice cube. Ain't no way we're going to build a factory on that slippery surface. We ain't even get to the resources underneath. How about a flamethrower? Strap it to the York's rover and let us zoom around the eyes. Melt ice and toasty tail feathers. Far too risky. You might roast York in the process. We need a proper tool to melt the ice caps. Let me tinker something up. Alright, we got... Boom. We got a melter. Melter coming. Got a little bit of tech. We don't need too much. I thought the melter was coming. Oh, we need carbon and acid. Oh, geez. Carbon and acid. You know what? That's all this planet. And this planet. We could get carbon from here, acid from the other one. How about that? How does that sound? Oh my god, this whole planet is covered as well. Let's do... There's a tiny little bit of space here. Okay. Okay. Well... Carbon is... Let's do... Where is it? Carbon is gas and oxygen. Oh, it's oxygen. I'm thinking it's gas and water. Alright, well that's easy then. Gas and oxygen, right? And it's together in a chem lab. So we want to get 4 of these bad boys set up. Boom. I feel like we should get... What is going on here? Okay. We don't have enough eggs. We need more eggs. What we should have is... We should have gas. Gas. We want a logistics hub. We want... Give me that. We want... Kidding me? Oh, no, that's the nuclear reactor. We want gas. Gas! Yes, yes, yes. Gas is working. This is good. We still need more stuff. Destroy that. Right. Gas to you. You don't go into that thing. No, gas to you. Gas to you. We need water. Oxygen. We need oxygen. This is too slow. Our output is too garbage. I feel like we're being tricked. There we go. Something was a little bit missed there. There was like a gap in the list. Something was going wrong. Oxygen. 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 And we go... Ah. Now this one in the middle is trapped, you see. This is always the issue. This is always the issue. So now, to get things to the... I hate this. To get things to the rocket, we need to go one way. Then we need to go the other way. Which isn't great. But it is outputting carbon. And then we can... Oh, we want to output iron as well, remember. So, we also now need to go get acid on the other side. We want acid over here. Acid is sulfur and water. So we actually can't get water yet because we need the melter. So how do we get... There must be another way to get acid. It's carbon and sulfur. Or gas and sulfur. Why do I always think it's water and sulfur? Okay. Well, gas and sulfur's easy to get. We've got gas and we've got sulfur right here. And we need them in chem labs. So let's get another 2 chem labs. Let's first get a logistics. Let's get a launch pad somewhere. No. And a launch pad. And we'll get 2 chem labs. Running out of money very fast. Chem lab. Sweet. Sulfur. And what was it? Gas? That's so funny. That should not have worked. We're outputting 1. Now we need gas again. And we get this little rover, I guess, to just dance around for us. Where we're looking, little rover, where we're looking, it's much easier to do this the way I do it. Alright. This, we need a chem lab. Which is going to cost 200, yay. Just keep getting me eggs. Alright, so that should be good. We should be good on acid. We should be good on acid, he says. Alright. And then, with that melter, we should hopefully be able to make it easier. We need 100 eggs. So we don't need to research it. That was the research, so we're good. So, melter melts ice in a radius. Oh, not a great radius. Okay. No external energy required. Interesting. Seems like a marvel. What are we even trying to do in this place? The mission right now is to make socks. To make socks, we need feathers and threads. To make feathers, we need to find feathers from a habitat. And to get thread, we need feathers and conductors, which we get from plastic and gold. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is gonna take all night. Okay. Okay, how about we start by just doing more outputs? We always like to discover a couple of planets and just get things outputting, right? Let's just discover the things. I know this might not be the best use of tech, but it's necessary. There'd be ways if we dropped them where we need them. How about we set up a little winter resort there, huh? Beep, beep. Absolutely, don't worry. We'll make sure the habitat's properly heated before anyone moves in. Okay. And this one's being discovered, so we need the gold off of this one. So let's, is this the only planet with gold? Does seem to be, so let's get all just gold off of this. If we can get gold. There we go. There's a good amount of gold. So if I put a melter, for example. This is researchable. We want to research. If I put a melter, which I don't have access to anymore for some reason. Oh, there we go. Does this mean I can access the thing underneath it? It does, because it actually gets rid of the element. Okay. So this is what we were hoping for before, if you remember, when I was like, this makes no sense, because how are you supposed to get this? How are you supposed to get these things underneath? Okay. That's one bit of gold. I was hoping maybe we get 2 ships of gold off here. We could get another 2 there, another 2 here easily. Let's do it. Let's focus on getting some gold out here. I wish gold would actually be worth something. I doubt it will be. Like, I wish it was just worth eggs. We could sell it for eggs. I mean, we're gonna need it. But it's not, like, immediately valuable. Just, I know gold is just generally valued. Gold is generally valued pretty highly. I actually think gold just hit, like, another all-time high, like, today in the market. Which is just crazy, because gold is already... It was like It's always peaking. Gold is always peaking. How is it so consistently good in the market? Why do people want gold so much? Except for good HDMI cables. What's the... It generally doesn't react, so it's good for plating things, and it's good for audio for some reason. I guess because it doesn't react, but... It doesn't react very strongly, but it's not... It doesn't seem to be too useful in you know... I guess the rarity as well. We decided it looks nice. I think what I'm trying to say is we decided as a species that it looks nice. And so everybody wants a bit. And then, you know, with artificial... like putting supply artificially. Make it even sort of rarer. Makes it worth more, because rare stuff is worth more. What we should do is just have tanks and tanks of helium. I think the problem with helium is is helium like unstable, so you can't like store it for long periods of time, or can you store it and we are just running out of it? I guess it's not. It can't be unstable, right? But does it like... Can it leak? Are tanks not perfect and things leak out of them? And so even if you contain it, you're still losing it over time. Otherwise, it'd be good. I bet you could stock up on helium and make some money in 100 years when there's no helium left. Because everybody wanted clowns at their birthday party and wanted balloon swords. Alright. That planet just seemed dead, so we don't really want anything from that. We might have a habitat on there later on. Right now, what we want to do is we want to research the habitat, which means ceramic and glass. We also want iron for this. So iron, let's get some iron. Let's get... Well, this planet's kind of weird because it's got everything as well. Let's get from here iron and lemon. Is there another one with lemon? There's lemon there as well. So let's get iron and lemon, like a full 4 of iron and a full 4 of lemon. I feel like we can do that pretty easily. I guess we should start with iron because it's gonna make us some money. And gosh knows we need the funds. Launch pad. For some reason we already had one. Oh yeah, because of that last planet needed one. You need one just to see what a planet has. Like, to kind of make it yours. Ah, I think I screwed that up. I think this should be... Yeah, this can go here. This can go through it. There we go. Okay, so I bet we can do that all again. There's more iron. Yeah, there's more iron there as well. So let's just output a ton. We shouldn't need any more iron or any more lemons. Lemon. Oh, let's just go here. I don't know why I'm trying to be so efficient with my lemons. I think we're fine. Alright, we've got you. We've got you. We've got you. What do you want? Gold, got you. Iron, got you. Okay. Output's looking pretty good. We want gas and we want sulfur. We got sulfur output. We're good. Alright, let's get some more materials. Let's get... Triangles and titanium are good. Triangles and metals. That's what those ones are called. Some triangles here. Try and squeeze 2 more out here. We'll go ba, 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 ba. Alright. It's more triangles. More triangles. This is titanium. We want a launch pad. One. Boop, boop, boop. Keep giving me eggs. Keep giving me eggs. We're going to spend a lot. So, yeah, more eggs. Oops, we need... We can try and get 4 titanium from here. That would be pretty amazing. But we can make it work. Let's try that again. There we go. I don't want to block off that titanium just in case it's like this pile. I can probably fit another extractor in there. And I want to make sure... Oh, there's more titanium here, so it doesn't matter too much. But I want to be trying to get, once again, kind of 2 sets of each thing off of this planet. Why not? Just sets us up. Some planets are literally just for output. Right? They're just for pipeline. And then we'll build what we need on other planets. You need 1 more triangle. I screwed that up a little bit. You think we could get it from there? No, do you know what we should do? We should go wee and just make it as awful as possible. Bop. Bop. What do you need? What do you need? You need triangles and iron? We got you. You need titanium and iron? We got you. Planet crushed. Some planets, we just need to be able to tag them as like absolutely done. 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 Right? Like, we don't need anything from those planets. We don't need anything else. We have more triangles, more titanium and ammunition. Now, we need ammunition. We're not getting any ammunition from anywhere. And there's lots of planets with it. I feel like we just pick a planet. There's 2 triangles in total here. We're already outputting 2 triangles. Did I fast-forwarded by accident. I pressed a button on the keyboard, which I didn't even know we could do. But that's cool. I think I'm just gonna grab this. I'm gonna output the magazines, right? The ammunition. Here we go. Okay, straight again. I know we don't always need it, but sometimes it's just nice to, like, say, to just have this pipeline made. And then when you're, like, needing materials, you can just so easily manage it and still be sending stuff to home base, which means you can still be getting funds, because it's annoying to constantly run out of funds. And so just being able to kind of have this constant retrieval, constant sort of mining is useful. What we need to do now, we need to actually start looking into making glass and ceramic, which I can't remember how to make. We actually need ceramic to make glass. I didn't think we did need that, but I guess we have different sort of chemical paths without water, so we're relying on other forms. We're not actually changing oxygen back into water. But yeah, we're not trying to, like, because you're refining. If you have water, right, you have H2O, and if we want oxygen, we're trying to get rid of the hydrogen on it. But if you want water, we need to reintroduce hydrogen. And what we're saying is we don't have any, right? So if we actually don't have any, then that's a whole different situation. If we can't extract it from the atmosphere somehow. So what we need is instead ceramics, which is triangles and carbon. And we know carbon is gas and oxygen. And we said there was like a gas and oxygen planet. This is the gas and oxygen planet, and we're outputting carbon already, as you can see. And we could probably do it twice. We are doing it badly, if you remember. We're doing it really badly. We're kind of trapped on one side. But this is kind of shitty. This is a terrible setup. But you know what? Now that we can melt stuff, we can actually handle this in a much smarter way. So I feel like what we want to do is that, which is handle it in a smarter way. We have 3 of these oxygen and we have 3 of these gas. This gas can go around to here. This can go around... Oh, no, we're still trapped. This can go around to here. If I just go... Bah. This can go to here. The gas can... The oxygen can go to here. And can the gas get to here? No, we're trapped. We need to do this better. I'm going to redo this whole planet. Doesn't matter because we keep all the stuff, as you know. We're going to do it one at a time. We're going to do it one at a time. Because this kind of seems to be the only way to do this. You feed the chemical plant, like, immediately. So, what we need is a melter. And the melter is going to allow us to hold a chemical plant wherever we want, such as right here. And then immediately directly feed it with the things that we want. So we have one. We're going to do the same right here. And we're going to do the same. Chemical plant. And we're going to have extraction of gas. We're going to have extraction of oxygen. We can actually probably have a second chemical plant right here. It's not letting me like squeeze it in there for some reason. It like won't let me go around the melter. Which sucks. Because now that's blocked. I do need the melter back. But I want to be able to fit my chemical plant here. It won't let me like... You've got to like squeeze it past for some reason. Instead of it like just honoring where I'm holding it. So we have to destroy this just to play this silly game of... like squeezing through. I don't know why I'm doing that, because obviously we need to do this. And we need you here. And then we need one here. Now this is kind of a crappy output. Because we're doing a lot of effort to output like maximum amount of gas. Yeah, sure. But we're also... it's a lot of effort for just like one set of carbon. I think we should try and do the whole thing again. I'm not even joking. And we're going to do it right here. Because this is going to allow us to get one from here. If I could just squeeze a chemical plant. Oh, it's beautiful. We could do this. That's 2 done already. We can get a chemical plant here easily. Feed your gas, feed your ice, and we can just do the same right here. Feed it gas, feed it oxygen, should I say. Okay. Now we're outputting 2 full sets of carbon. That is wonderful. We're going to go for ceramic because we're going to be outputting ceramic fairly sharpish. Probably do need some lemon. So we've got carbon. We've got 2 outputs of carbon. We need carbon and triangles for ceramic. So a planet with lots of triangle. This is a planet of only triangles. So let's do it. Let's do that. We need a launch pad. We need a landing pad, sorry. Gonna land right here. This is gonna give us carbon. I have one of these carbons go right there. So we have the input of carbon. We need to mix it with triangles in what? In a... Ah, that's the issue. In a flipping crucible. The absolute worst. Okay. Okay, the absolute worst. Is there only one place on this planet we can do that? I know we can set up another bomb, and we should probably do that. We should do it in... Okay. The reason I did it here is because we need this light for power. So the crucible is going to feed into there. The crucible is going to feed into there. And the crucible is going to need carbon. And this crucible is going to need carbon. And they're also going to need triangles, which we get from here. From here. Alright. It's going to be a slow output of ceramic, which is a little bit of a shame, but we're okay. We do need the power. Now, we don't want to input carbon into this, so I'm just going to use... Oh, crap, you're saying it's only... Oh, I can only get power in there, are you kidding me? Is it possible to blow this up? I'm worried that if I do this... Yeah, this is bad, because we just don't have the power on this planet. So probably we made a mistake coming here. This is not the triangle planet for us. Really would be good if we could feed this with solar. Triangles, triangles. You have triangles. Let me see. Let me see about solar. I guess sure. But let me see about solar real quick. Here is some solar. Okay. We're absolutely fine. We can feed 2 crucibles here. We have to make 2 crucibles. 2 hulls. Because I don't think there's anywhere we can do this, which is also an annoyance. We only have 5 explosions left. We need triangles, so we will make an explosion. Where? Here's fine. We will put down the crucible. We will feed the crucible power. We will feed the crucible triangles. Then we need a landing pad here. So, the other planet's getting holocarbon. Or I guess it's not, because we abandoned it and deleted the landing pad. Really need to keep remembering to do this, because I don't want to run out. Okay, and then, so that should be outputting ceramic. And it is sending it to the ship. Yes. Okay, so now we need... another crucible, which means we need another explosion. I was hoping to do it like around here, but I'm not sure why we cannot. We can do it here. Destroy some of this fine material, but... Oh, it doesn't destroy it. It doesn't destroy it. That's kind of weird. Okay, we're gonna get... Oh, that's not triangles. That's not triangles. This is triangles. This whole courtroom's out of order. Oh. Oh. Well, you want to see my pipe work here? Well, you want to see my pipe work on a game that actually functions? That would be... I'm only making fun. I know it's tough. I know it's tough, man. I know it's tough. What is going on? I'm stuck. Something's gone wrong. Now this is... What are you doing? Just go there. That's all you had to do. Need your input. You need to piss off with this, seriously. Then... this pipe comes around here and goes into the kettle. There we go. Alright, sweet. We're outputting... 2, like half ceramic, which is nice. It's just a bit slower than we would like, but we're outputting it. We've done the bird bath. We need glass now. Glass needed ceramic, if I'm not mistaken. Needed ceramic and triangles to make glass in a component lab. So we're going to be making glass soon, so that makes a lot of sense for us. We need triangles. Now, we had triangles on that planet. We have triangles on this planet. The craft component lab requires also 3 energy. So, this is difficult. Maybe what we want to do, actually... Maybe what we want to do is put a component lab right here. Go into here. Screwed this up. Instead, what we want to do is use it here. We'll, like, destroy this one. Oh, that is triangles. Because we need a component lab. We need the same energy. We need this. No, wait, we still need this. Yeah, no, we're good. The only thing is we need this to now go into here. And we need the triangles. This is so annoying. I'm telling you, to have to, like, fit it in. There we go. Sometimes it just doesn't, like, honor that. Alright, we'll leave that for a little bit. That should be good. 7 glass. And are we outputting this glass? Doesn't... Oh, yeah, we are. That's waiting because it needs these triangles. It is powered. And now it's making glass. Let's do this one. We're no longer outputting ceramic, so... So this isn't going to go up. Whatever it was, where was it? It's gone. This is going to take off. Let's fast forward a little bit. Probably this one. Very nice. Alright, we got the habitat. Claimed it. I researched a structurally optimized and highly efficient habitat. Who wants to move in first? Oh, me. Please, me. In you go. Right through the little hatch, then up the ladder. That's settled. Now, can I please go back to the strangers? I've got a hypothesis to test. Okay. The habitat. We've got enough eggs for everything we could want to build, I feel like. We need to make socks. So we need to make... This is all just so annoying. To get the... We need feathers is all we need. And we do that from a habitat. Small crater requires energy. That's it. So, while we're outputting glass... I'm going to go back to this. This is just the habitat planet. This is going to be just feather outputs, right? Stuff, factory. Oh, that's interesting. Habitat. Let's put it. So cozy. So cozy. Now, hopefully, we can actually power it with a solar panel. Oh, jeez. Really? Once again? I think we did this last time, right? Yeah, this is not good. This is just not going to work. We absolutely need a nuclear reactor. There's no two ways about it. Which means uranium. And this only needs 2 energy, so it actually doesn't need that much. So what we can do here is we can have 2 habitats. I'm pretty sure we blew up a hole in this planet. There we go. And we can feed both of these with... We can feed both of these with nuclear reactors. Alright, we need uranium coming into here. So, uranium is the magazines. It's this one. So we need that coming into there. Not really much else to say. I think we're pretty good. Take a load off, kid. Remember, we're killing 2 bugs with 1 stone here. The warmer you get, the more you mold. The more feathers I can harvest for insulation mesh cover production. Encounter me, Ruth. I won't let you down. Hyper relaxation molting mode activated. Right, we're not outputting feathers at the minute, so we need to do that. I guess a launch pad. And we're outputting feathers. That's fast enough, I suppose. We need feathers to research stuff factory. To get the stuff factory, we need actually the stuff. So plastic was hydrocarbons refined. And the way we get hydrocarbons is gas and carbon. So we already have carbon. We already have carbon here. We need gas. Let's use this then over here, this planet. However, we do need chemical labs, don't require power, so that's fine. So there's lots of gas here. So let's get a landing pad. And we need carbon. We're gonna go here, we're gonna send in carbon. The other carbon that we're outputting right now. Okay. Yeah, refiner. So a chemical lab into a refiner. So a chemical lab. We're going to have to do this, play this smart again. We're going to have to do chemical lab. And we want to feed, remember, the chemical lab on its own. And then into a refiner. Kind of want it to be standalone. So that we can do more and more of them. We're going to do another one over here. Output. We're going to have into a refiner. We're going to do one right here. Into a refiner. And we'll do one right here. Look at that. So easy. You go where? Stop it. You go here. Gas. Refiner. We're outputting plastic. At breakneck speeds. We've got a stuff factory. Sweet. We need tech now. We need tech because we won't be upgrading stuff potentially. This needs light alloy. But right now we actually want socks. So we're outputting feathers. We need thread. To get thread we need a conductor. To get conductor we need plastic, which is being sent out, and gold. We need to put that into a component lab. So we actually have a planet of gold, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Now the problem with this planet is it's kind of small. I think it's probably best to send the gold to the plastic planet. Just because it's a little bigger. So what we want is a landing pad. We need another launch pad. Maybe we don't have one. Oh, crap. We don't have one. We actually don't have one. So, we're going to change that plan. Got to be getting tech. What am I doing? I keep saying I want tech and then I keep clicking the eggs. The gold planet is too small, man. This planet is too small. I mean, there is a landing pad. I can't reach anything because I've blocked myself. So that's kind of worthless. I feel like we just send both of these to another planet. Just like a planet we're not using, like this one. We have potentially... So the thing is, we need thread. This goes into a component lab. Component lab requires power. So we actually, the inputs are... You gotta stop messing around. Give me the thing. Give me the thing back. We can output these. We need a component lab to make conductor. Then we need another component lab to make plastic. To make the conductor, sorry. So the input. I wish you could just go up a level. It's so annoying. And then feather again as input. So we would need to output from this planet just conductors and then merge the feathers somewhere else because we need more uranium. This planet does not have uranium, but it does have 2 outputs and because we need 1 output, so we only have 2 inputs is what I'm saying. So if we have a landing pad, we need a launch pad and there's nowhere else to go. So we can only input 2 materials. Those materials have to be feathers and plastic. Feathers and plastic. And the reason no, I've screwed this up. The reason I've screwed it up is because what I actually wanted to say was we need 3 because we need feathers, plastic, and uranium because we need power. We need... Oh, no, we don't. We need gold, plastic, and power. And we don't have that. We don't have that. So this planet is worthless to us. Because of the lack of uranium, this is worthless to us. So we need a uranium planet. I thought we had a bunch of them. There's this one here. This is a uranium planet. Oh, and it has a bunch of inputs and outputs. Okay, so we have output. We want input, input. Then we want a nuclear reactor that is being fed directly. We need a component lab that is also being fed. That's being fed by this. So this should generate 4 power now. But we could power both of these with 1 more extractor. So what we can do is we can have gold and plastic coming into here. Plastic, gold. They get merged in this lab. So now we're making... Is it thread? No, we're making conductor, right? In this lab. This lab goes into this lab. Just wish we could go 1 step up. We need to add feathers to it. So we need another input right here. Oy, excuse me. We need... That goes into here. That's going to be feathers. And that's going to be in the component lab. That's going to output thread. Thread and more feathers in a stuff factory makes socks. A stuff factory requires 6 power. So we need another nuclear reactor. And 3 of these. This is really the perfect planet for it. And we need this to input feathers into both of these things. Feathers, feathers. And so now we're done with this level. Can fast forward, right? Yes, he's making socks. $50 minutes already. That's crazy. The game really does just it's a great time suck. In a good way. In a good way. Captain, I've gathered enough data on the waves. If you can compress them into a signal, you could detect strangers beyond the current system. I believe that the large asteroid Garuda 1 is the best candidate for a strangelet detector, but it's located right on the edge of the system. Who even said that we should continue looking for them? I think these humming rocks aren't worth the chase. We're flying on the edge of the universe. And for what? It's a greatest adventure. Is this why we went to the stars? Rust, two stones from different systems are resonating through a powerful and unknown force. In your own words, this is mad, yo. The odds against a phenomenon like this are astronomical. Bringing more strangelets together could reveal... Yeah, I get it. Sometimes all I need to do is keep my beak shut and problems solve themselves. Okay. Alright. On any fully covered asteroid. We could do that. We could do that real quick. We definitely don't want to do this mission because we've got still a lot of these to do. And then, you know, it's all about making output really strong, which isn't that difficult, we've realized. It's just time consuming. But if we can get like a rock like this isn't a fully melt. What? This doesn't need melting. Is this the asteroid we just went to? Obviously it is, yeah. A little asteroid. This little asteroid. Okay, we want to melt everything. This is a lot of melters. We're about to spend a lot of money. We did it! Alright, and then we can just go bap, bap. Bap, bap. Bap, bap, bap. Nice! We're done. Rewards. Melter upgrade. I guess we get this upgrade just to finish off, and then we go melter upgrade. Yay! Travel to the next sector. We're not going to play it, but let's do the story. Finally, we've arrived at the big asteroid. The only thing left to do is set up the Strangelet detector, right, Stella? The only thing, we still need to build it and then place it on the highest plateau so the signal isn't obstructed. We're talking high specialty ops. Calm down, Stella, we'll make it happen, no problem. So, how do we make it happen? Cap, let me take a look and gather some samples. Finally, a challenge and some space dust. Finally, a challenge and some space dust on my suit again. Been sitting around for too long already. Rust, are you sure those cliffs look shifty? Could be as brittle as eggshells. I don't mean to imply you're about to do something foolish, but Stella, let Rust stretch his wings a little. Not all birds can enjoy being cooped up. The puns are great. What? What an incredible asteroid. I've never seen any surface terrain like it. The formation history must be truly unique. Stella, I don't think I'm getting up those walls anytime soon. They crumble to dust the moment my wheels touch the surface. How are we supposed to build on this like then? Can't land up top and we can't haul pipes up the steep ledges. I've got something in mind, but we'll need to test my nascent invention, the elastiscope, and gather some extra materials. Alright, well, I just want to see what that is. Yeah, sure. A plateau ramp. Yes! We want to research it. We need elastiscope, which is undiscovered. That's great. Oh, but we need thread. Oh my god, so on this tiny little planet. Oh, but we can just straight mine carbon. Okay. That's good. And then we could go up here and get elastiscope. I think that's what it's trying to say, right? We could like go up this ramp. Right now we're stuck on this little area. Then we're going to go up to this next area, get some elastiscope. Then we can go up to the this area and then up to this area finally. And this is going to be like the last place. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. This seems like a cool map. Okay. Because this is actually different. For once, this is super different. This is a challenge we just haven't seen before. So I'm super excited to do that. Probably not right now. It's midnight. I've had a long day. I've got to send out a couple of emails before I go to sleep. I got to schedule a couple of emails for the morning before I forget. So I'm going to call it there. I will record the last video. Doing other things, extra things, I did some of that already. I don't think I'm going to record the rest of doing that. That's even if I get around to doing any of it myself. But we'll see. We'll see. Thanks so much for watching. It is a blast. It is a blast. I think, you know, I am a little bit stressed before Christmas. I think I am trying to rush this out when I really would have taken this much, much slower. Me playing this on my own, this is a game. I played Lock, L-O-K, amazing puzzle game. I played that over the course of about 18 months. Every couple of weeks on a Sunday morning, I'd have a cup of tea and I'd just play a bunch of it. And it would just be like this really relaxing morning when I had time, we had nothing else going on. I really loved that. I loved having a game that I was excited to play, but like when the moment was right. And I really enjoyed my mornings that I just got to do that with. And I feel like this game would have been the same. This game to me is, I will jump back into, this is a game you keep installed for like a year. And you just keep coming back into it. Dip in, play one sector, have a really nice time, and call it. And it's just this really relaxing. You can always jump in. It's always there. It's a comforter. Do you know? It's a cozy blanket. It's a nice pillow. It's not this exciting, you know, crazy adventure. It's just always there as a place to be and just have a nice time. Let your hair down. It's yeah, it's interesting. I like that, and I wish I could have kept it like that. Obviously, when you're playing a review game or you're doing a preview, you've got to get through the game fast enough that it still is relevant when you write the review. And I think that is an issue. You know, I saw, what was it? It was an interview with, it was like a musician saying like, somebody listened to an album and they wrote a review in like 2 hours. It's like, you can't listen to an album and write a review in 2 hours. You have to listen to that album. You have to listen to it on the way to work. You have to listen to it when you're relaxed. You have to listen to it at a party. You have to when, you know, like they live. It's a living, breathing thing, and a game is very similar. Is this a game you play on an aeroplane on the Steam Deck? Is this a game you play on a Sunday morning with a cup of tea? Is this the game you play at night like I'm doing, you know, when everybody else is asleep and you're not quite ready to go to bed yet and you just want, you know, a little bit of me time? What kind of game is it? Discovering that and allowing a game to be itself, it can really change your experience with it. So, yeah, I think for me, this game would have been one of those early Sunday morning games, and I'm having to kind of squeeze it in where I can. Sometimes when I'm not ready to play it, right, and I'm not as excited to play it, I haven't given it enough space for me to really be like craving coming back for it. And so I feel like a critic's review of something is always a little bit biased by that. I'm a little bit biased by exactly that. The need, maybe not to be the first review out. That's ridiculous to do it so fast that you're just completely skipping any sort of sense of bathing in an experience. But at least to do it in a timely fashion. What is that? I've never seen that saving icon before. But anyway, here we are. So yeah, that's my take on critics and reviewing. And all you can really hope for is that a critic knows that and understands that, and, you know, feeds their writing and their videos, their creation of their review with that in mind, right? Like feeds it that context. You know, we have to understand where we're coming from, kind of thing. And where I'm coming from with this is not a game to rush. You know, it got a little tedious. Why? Because I'm doing the same thing over and over again. But why? Because I'm forcing myself to play it more than I need to, in order to do a review. And I really am feeling that with this game. I'll make sure to mention that. This is Starbirds. Very cool. There is one problem with this game, and it is those dang cables. They're like, when you're trying to connect one machine to another, sometimes they just go absolutely haywire. Sometimes you'd connect to a machine, but you're still like in control. Like you're still manipulating that cable. It's like highlighted white still. I think when you connect one thing to another thing, it should unselect it, right? And if you want it, you grab it back again. But keeping it highlighted means that sometimes when you click on something else and the cable like tries to shoot over to that area, and it's like blah, 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 and you can't grab it back because it gets like caught under another machine. You have to delete that machine or the other machine or the cable, and it's just a big pain. That is the only complaint I have. I have to say, it's a massive complaint for a game that is this polished, because it's like the only thing, so it stands out a lot, even though it really isn't that big of a deal. You can just delete it and do it again in like a millisecond, but still, right, in a game this polished and this cool, this good looking, I think it really stands out as kind of a sore thumb, as the one thing that just isn't working correctly when everything else is just so makes it look easy almost, right? And the rest of it makes game development look easy. It just works so flawlessly, right? It just is this really nice, smooth experience that you don't even really think about the experience, right? It's like if you do something right, nobody even knows you were there. And so that's what this game is doing, and that one thing, it's reminding you that somebody's there. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one, probably the last one. Maybe we'll learn a little bit more about the Strangelets. I'm very excited to know what they're gonna do. They're gonna find like Starbird God or something. It's gonna be like a phoenix that controls the universe. I'm pretty excited about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.